know that we're gonna do this quick?
Yeah. That's like definitely the
Q&A at the end.
yeah.
Yeah, lots of ones, baby. And then change. Hi, Amanda. Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming. Hello again.
Oh, you got a good handshake, dude. What the heck?
You know what? I hate this. Go for it. Ready?
You know what I hate? Like, you go to shake someone's hand, and they get you right there.
Hi. You know what I was watching? Our training from back in, I don't know if you saw, I posted in the backyard, it started raining. We were using the draw race board. That's right. That was good. It was good. It's still good. Hi, how are you? Yeah. When you get your pictures when you pass every day? Mm-hmm. Yeah. A lot of Oh, I haven't seen her yet.
No, they'll just get with me.
Yes. Who? Wait, there's 2 viewers. I don't know who they are. I can't tell. Hello, viewers, whoever you are. We'll be starting shortly. So it's just gonna put this there.
Just so everybody knows, we are live broadcasting. We'll hang out back there. Don't say anything you don't want recorded and muted. All right. Situated. So first of all, so excited to be doing this. This was my first time hosting a training in Orlando. So thank you guys so much for showing up here to see me and Miss Mandy over here. We're gonna get started straight in. We're on a time limit, so we're gonna, take your notes. I'm gonna just jump right in. Try to finish with some Q&As. I won't call on anybody. I might get some volunteers for some role playing, so be prepared. All right, so first thing I'm going to start with, I want to talk about you guys running your business with intention and what that means. So if you run your business with intention, what I mean by that is I think that the business can be so simple that we almost forget how easy it is. When you leave your house, what do you take with you? Do you run your kids to school, run to the grocery store, run to the bank, and come home? Or do you go out with intention? When I leave the house, I try to make sure that I leave the house with intention. What I take with me, I take a box of wraps with me wherever I go. I take saran wrap or fat wrap because I can't tell how many times I've wrapped somebody in the bathroom, a waitress, a gas station attendant, different people like that, because I'm going out with intention. I'm going out going, I'm going to get this wrap on somebody today. I'm going to make wrap cash. I want 25 bucks in my pockets. And I got those wraps sitting there that constantly remind me that I'm going out with an intention. I'm going out with intention to get a wrap on somebody. You always hear them say, blitz, wrap, repeat. And I wanted to talk about the importance of going out with intention. You guys, I've done videos. I talk about it so much about, I'm not a social media hater. It's a huge outlet. We need to use it and take advantage of it, but don't get stuck behind your screen, right? It's too easy to do that. We're all guilty of it. I'm guilty of it. So when you leave the house, Don't forget about the importance of being belly to belly, being a walking billboard. You do not have to go out and get green hair, okay? But it helps. It's a great conversation starter everywhere I go. I love your hair, thanks. And now just my business card, boom, right? Green fingernails, guys, green fingernails, right? That'll get some attention, right? Green and, just a flower, green shirt, and It Works shirts. A pin is like $1 and some change. Car magnets, $15. Blitz cards, 100 for $15. Laminate one, put it on a lanyard, and walk around like this. You walk around. Where's my microphone? Excuse me. Yeah. You walk around these shirts that say It Works. Look at all of you guys sitting out here with your It Works shirts. How often do you leave your house wearing that when you're not just going for a training and you're just leaving your house? I'm going to call out on Crystal Cook because she's constantly posting on Facebook when she's out and about doing things. Her and Chad are walking billboards all the time. Their kids are walking billboards. They're putting those kids to work too, but that gets a lot of attention. Getting something green stands out, even if it doesn't say It Works. You want to leave your house with intention. And I'll tell you, when I got started, it's been almost 3.5 years I've been doing this. I was completely by myself in Tallahassee. I was probably the first one there to even start doing it. Casey's here in Claremont. I didn't know anybody. I'm from Orlando. I didn't know anybody there. And I was terrified to go out by myself and blitz. So what I used to do, Casey will laugh, I used to actually call her. I'd pull up to a parking place at like a tanning salon. I'd call her and she'd get me all pumped up. You can do this, everybody loves you. Just go in there and just be yourself. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And I'd run in there and I'd be like, hey, I'm just dropping off some coupons for you guys. Okay, thanks, bye. And I'd call her back. I didn't die, I did it was great. But you get used to it after a while. You start with blitzing, and you're just going to businesses and getting comfortable with it. But what I wanted to get back to, like I said, the main point about going out with the intention, the mindset of making those connections with people. If you're carrying around an It Works shirt or a pin or a hat, you're gonna know what you're wearing. And you're going to be more aware of people, looking at you. You don't have to jump on, hey, did you see my button? You want to know it works? You don't need to be like that. But go out there. Those wraps are going to start burning a hole in your pocket. If you start putting them in don't leave them in your car. Put them in your, backpack, purse, whatever you carry with you. Start carrying them around with you. You're going to start to feel a little hole starting to burn where they're sitting there. You know they're sitting there. It's exciting, I know. Oh, that's not exciting. Sorry. That was not a happy recording. My bad. So, that's the thing that it's going to start reminding you. You always need to carry blitz cards. I've gotten really bad about not blitzing. I've gotten really lazy about it lately. And that's when I started writing my notes. And that's when I started writing down, carry blitz cards where always carry around wraps and saran wrap. And you have it in the back of your mind that you're going to change somebody's life today. Are you excited about the wrap and what it's done for you? I challenged my team last month for the month of September. I challenged everybody to do a full treatment of wraps because I was so surprised. How many of you in this room have done a full treatment of 4 wraps? Raise your hand. Look at how many of you haven't. All right. So if you have not done that, you really need to. And I'll tell you why. Because, first of all, always push doing full treatment to be perfect. You might not see great results after 4. Alicia Amaya, our presidential diamond, didn't see great results after 8th wrap, but you'll never know unless you do them. But here's the thing. I get myself nervous and talk myself out of blitzing somebody. I remember what that full treatment of wraps did for me. And I start telling myself, I'm doing them an injustice by not sharing this with somebody. I need to share with them. Do a tummy tuck. Check out what this did for me. You've got your personal results on your phone. You start striking up a conversation. You're building a relationship with that person. And who knows, you might even get the wrap on them. But how easy is it to leave the house and not throw on It Works shirt? Me and Mandy were thinking about that earlier, and she even said to me, I have all this gear and I'm not wearing it. We're all guilty of it. So I want everybody to consciously, for this next month, and maybe the rest of the year, consciously leave the house with intention of getting the wrap on somebody. When I rapid waitress in Lake Mary, I was having lunch with a friend, and I had my blitz card sitting on the table because I was thinking about it. And she came by and saw it. And so first she asked what it was about. She kept coming back over and asking questions. And how much is $25? And she walked away and came back, and I right here. I'll just go ahead and try one. So she's right, let's go. And she took me in the back, and we wrapped her leg right spot. But how easy it would be not put that blitz card out there. It's not wearing It Works shirt, stuff like that. So go out there and intentionally take those wraps with you. I encourage you to take the wraps with you. Wear your gear, wear green, whatever it takes. and see if you can get the wrap on people. Don't forget the importance of wrap cash, because that's cash in your pockets right there. It's awesome. You know, you start building a relationship with somebody. As soon as you've got somebody who gets interested, you know, you start building that relationship, you give them your card, they never call you. Get them on Facebook, add them on Facebook, make that connection with them. I've actually taken my personal results and printed off like a little business card size at Walgreens and stapled them to the Blitz card. Because I noticed I was getting a better response from people when they're like looking at the card, this is what it looks like, this is what it does. That's kind of cool. Well, this is what it did for me. Whoa, even though I'm a stranger, they can relate to my results. So, I mean, even if you can just take some staple it to there, this is what it looks like, this is what it does, this is it for me. That's a great thing to be able to share that immediately. So that's the importance of having your own personal testimony to push you want to share it with everybody. How many of you guys actually enjoy Blitz? I think that you enjoy supervision, right? You're afraid somebody's going to be like, what, call me back? I don't want that. That doesn't work. You know, the worst thing that's going to happen is you're not going to die, right? Nobody's going to, you're not going to call you. I don't want that phone. You know, it's not going to happen. You know, like again, I said, people do respond better when it's your personal results. So try to keep that with you. You want to leave the house and start your day with some positivity and intention. You know, when you open the morning, anybody who's in marketing and successful talk about the importance of personal development. That's something that I really came from when I first got started. I didn't want anything to do with that, and it's so important. You'll hear a lot of people say the importance of writing down positive affirmations. I had, I won't call her out and embarrass her, but I had somebody see write I am diamond across her mirror, and she did it, and she does. Because I wanted her to have that positive affirmation. Own it. She's working so hard towards that. I know she's going to reach that goal. Put it out in front of you. Write down positive affirmation, whatever it takes. You wake up and start your day with positivity. Leave your house telling yourself, I am going to go out and I'm going to blitz 5 people today. I'm going to get followers on Instagram. I'm going to go out and wrap somebody. I don't care if it's somebody. Start your day with positive affirmations and see what changes in your life. Really change your attitude for the rest of the day. You know, I think it's safe to say almost everybody in the room, including myself, has gone through a funk, is going through a funk. It's time to get over that. I made a video, I think, yesterday about talking about the importance of October, what an important month this is for our business. Because this month, what you do is going to get you through November and December, our quote-unquote slow season. So start kicking butt this month. Start off with positive affirmations. Leave your house with intention. Set yourself a goal. Get out there and do that. So I don't want you guys to miss an opportunity. You know, busy trying to motivate people. I'll use my as an example. I wasted the whole entire first year in this business wanting us more people wanted it for themselves. I literally sat and signed up a couple of people and did nothing. I didn't have success. I did not build my business. I wanted it more people didn't want it for themselves. So you know, let's talk about this for a minute. How these little I need a little bit of you participating in this too. So I'm just gonna, you know, I think sometimes tell a story, and I come from a theater background, so I'm kind of acting something out sometimes can guys understand things more. So I would like to get 3 more minutes. You don't have to talk. You don't have to be a body here. Do it. Okay, all right, Chase. Okay, Toby. Yes, come on. Come on. All right. No, I really, this is what you guys do. I want you. No. I promise. So, I am waiting. We are all going on a cruise. We wait for our ticket. We're going to go on a cruise. So I'm so excited. I don't know. It's going to be the best day ever. So exciting. Exciting, right, guys? God, you guys, the boat's pulling in. It's pulling in. Here it comes. Here it comes. Everybody's like, ready to load? Everybody's loading. Okay, guys, it's our turn. They just called our names. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Cruise, come on. Cruise. Oh, like sunshine. You like the water, you like the fish. Cruise, guys, come on, we're gonna miss it. Guys, last call, miss the boat, come on. You guys. I can't leave without y'all. This is the cruise of a lifetime. Waiting this whole life. You guys. You missed it. The end. Yes. All right. The reason I wanted to do act out for you guys is that's what happens when we sit and wait on our starters, like our joggers and starters. That's what I did for a year. Try to get them excited. I'm coming to this cruise. I want to go. They could care. I miss the boat. I miss the opportunity waiting on board water to do something. And then we're going to. So I'm very doing that. I don't want you guys to don't squat with waters. Get on that dang boat. Have the time of your life. They don't want to enjoy the cruise. They paid for it. They paid for a ticket, right? You pay money to invest in this business. You think people are going to run with it. And sometimes they just don't. So don't miss out on that boat. Get on that cruise. Work your business and don't worry about people, okay? We wanted to talk next about blitzing. We were just talking about blitzing a little bit. So speaking of leaving your house with intention, that does go hand in hand with blitzing. So you got those wraps. You got your saran or your fab wrap. You want to get a wrap on somebody, you're not going to walk around with your saran wrap and your fab wrap or your wraps, right? You're going to walk around with your blitz cards. So Mandy's got some awesome notes on blitzing. And okay.
Yeah, I'm not just sitting here with I don't even know. All right. So what I wrote down when I joined this business, I joined through Casey Josie. I met her one time randomly at a play date. Then my friend was like, "Hey, I don't really know this girl. You want to come over and be a buffer because you can't stop talking?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So I came over. She said nothing about it works. Didn't tell me what she did. I don't even think I didn't even ask her. She added me on Facebook. Still had no idea. I'm sure her Facebook was just blown up with it worked, but I didn't really look at it. Then it started slowly seeping into my newsfeed. I'm sure she started really liking my stuff. So then I didn't even know that she had done that. So I think that after, I've tried everything. Let's try this. So I just cut it out after 3 months. You can't get any more money from me. And she wrapped it. There was all this stuff. I invested money in one. And then I was on a cruise. I did a wrap. And I was like, I'm sold. I called her. I'm pretty sure she never followed up with me. She never said, hey, did you try the wraps? How are your results?
It's all true.
But I say that to say this, not to say okay, didn't follow up with you, but there were 4 other girls that I knew at the time. Ones I'd gone to high school with, ones I'd gone to college with, ones I knew way better than this girl I met one time randomly at a play date. But her presence on Facebook was what drew me to her. I literally had met her one time 7 months prior, and her posting, her positivity, her continually posting about it, so I knew I wasn't like, oh, I'm going to contact this girl. I don't even know she still does this. I saw it on her Facebook. She was constantly posting positive things. That's what drew me to Casey. So I say that to say this. I'm very, if you know me, you're going to laugh right now, but I'm a very shy person. I'm sweating balls right now being up here, okay? This is really hard for me. And if you know me, you're like, yeah, you're ridiculous. But so I'm afraid of blitzing. I'm okay, in groups, where I know people and there's new people and, I can talk and laugh and, joke around and be sarcastic, but I really am shy. And blitzing especially, it just gets my heart racing thinking about it. So, with blitzing, even if you do start off just giving your card to somebody and saying, here's coupon, and, walking away, that's better than if you would have just stood there and said nothing and given them nothing. So, one of my tips with blitzing, because I know, I'm guilty of it, I scare myself. They literally can't solve me. But, you hand them the blitz card, start off slow. I mean, there's no right script with blitzing. That's one thing I've had to me time. Really, and every year you get better. You're gonna know what to say, and then kind of what's not like, well, right at the end they were all in it. You're already having that, but I don't know about that. I mean, there's times where I get caught too, and I'm like, I have no idea. I was not at all prepared for this, and I didn't know what to say to them. But you know, the more you do it, the better you get at it. So to go along with that, personality and persistence, those are two things that when you're blitzing, or even when you're blitzing and you get scared and you say like, here's the part, this happens to me all the time. I'm like, I talk to people all the time, but like I'll talk to an mom, we're just talking about how Johnny over here is a jerk and he's pushing our kids. And then, you know, we kind of hit it off and have a conversation. Well, instead of being like, hey, I do these wraps, like, you want a wrap? Do you want to try one for $25? Instead of like shoving stuff down their throat, you can say like, hey, like it was nice meeting you, Stacy. Would you mind if I added you on Facebook? Like, then you're not throwing the business down their throat. You're getting that contact still. So my advice to anybody, if you're afraid of blitzing or you get even close to blitzing, like try getting the ad on Facebook, because that's bigger than giving them this card that their kid's probably going to throw out the window, or they're going to lose, you know, their gym down. If you can get them ad on Facebook, you make those connections, and then your consistency on Facebook, and what you're putting out, your personality, your product, is all going to shine through. They're going to remember, like, oh, I remember that weird girl at the park that like wanted to be my friend on Facebook. Like, I shouldn't have any friends. But you know, like they're gonna remember you, and then they're gonna see you posting, and that you're a thoughtful person, that you're a kind person. So it's not just about getting the blitz and getting the rap. I mean, it is obviously about getting the rap on people, but also being thoughtful, being kind, being a person that people want to be around. That's what drew me into this business. And being here tonight, my in-laws are here, and they really are like, what the hell do you do? How do you say, oh my, I don't know. But like them being here tonight and seeing everybody's in a great mood, everybody's excited to learn more. I mean, it really is a contagious company, and you guys really are a contagious group of people. But one
in a good way.
Yeah. I know, like we need to get this.
Maybe church.
One thing that, and I'll say that, which I have a really hard time closing my mouth, but one thing Nina always says is if your mouth is closed, even if you're just getting those connections, getting those friends on Facebook, that's huge. I feel like this a lot of times, like in lots of walks of my life, but I feel like I'm on the edge of a cliff. I feel like I'm ready to jump, but I know if I jump, it's going to take a lot of flopping in my wings to get up in the air. And so I'm afraid to do it. So one thing, if you're not uncomfortable with this business, you'll never be successful. You never put yourself in a position where you're uncomfortable, like I am right now. Like you never put yourself in a position where you're uncomfortable and you're doing things that you haven't done before. Anything out of your comfort zone, you're probably not going to grow. And that's true, like with any walk of life, but especially with this business. If you're doing things and you're like, well, I've been posting to Facebook and I've been talking to people and nothing's happening, then change it. Do something different. Talk to more people each day. Set those goals. Set those standards for yourself and push yourself out of your comfort zone. So to add on to that, if what you're doing isn't working, change it. Your upline, your downline, your friends, your family, they're not responsible for your success. And if you rely on those people to push you and to make you what you are, like I know a lot of people have joined the 75-day push, and it's awesome. I'm really excited because I'm here with somebody who's not on my team. Literally, like if I fail, she's just like, whatever. My team's so far to the top. It doesn't affect her at all. But I think that's what's so great about it is because you're paired with somebody who literally they have no other tie to other than like building as a team, like building each other and pushing each other. And I'm rambling, sorry. Whatever.
Is there pain around here? Like,
take a breath. But I say all that to say this, like, it's not, and I'm guilty of it too, and that's part of like, it's like, well, that's sounds to myself as well as you guys. Stop relying on other people to push you and take you where you need to go. Even in that 75-day push, this is a game changer. Like, it is about you. It is about you changing your mindset. Stop making excuses. Like, I have a lot of my like, I have a lot of excuses, so please, like, don't be afraid to entirely send me. So, like, stop making excuses, stop getting in your own way. Like, you have this opportunity, and all of us have started, you know, at one point in life, and so many people get in your own way. Really.
acknowledge that. Sorry, never mind. I have another visual for you guys, but what I'll talk about for a minute here, say a lot is lead by example. You don't have to have a team of people to be a leader. As soon as you enroll with that $99, you become a leader with this company. So you lead by example. You know, fake it till you make it is difficult to keep for years and years, and they're just not promoting. Like, fake it till you make it. Are you having fun? Yeah. If you're not, then you just win yourself and have fun. Keep it to make it. Step up to the plate. Attend training. I want to applaud every single one of you who is here tonight. You know, it's late. It's a Friday night. Y'all could be out at Cowboys. So, you know, seriously, though, everybody's got families and lives and everything. You have got to take time out of that to invest in yourself, invest in your business. So, applaud all you guys who are here tonight. You guys, every single one of you, every single one of you guys are right now leading by example. I don't care if you just started a week ago, if you've been in for 3 years. You're all leaders. And you guys are all leading by example this being your tonight. Or even those who are tuning in who are out of town who are watching this. Applaud you guys at home. You know, step up to the plate. Don't expect your teams to do it when you're not doing it. So are you telling your team, get to trainings, plug in, be on the corporate calls, you know, post on Facebook, and you're not doing it, you know, that's not going to work. Do, you know, do what you need to do. Lead by example. If you're not familiar with the law of attraction, if you've never watched The Secret, write that down in your notes. Go watch it. If you're familiar with it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, you want to be the person that you want on your team. Again, it does not matter how many people you have underneath you, if any. You know, be the person that you want on your team. If you're not acting like the person that you want on your team, if you're trying to, you know, get your team to do all these things, and you're not even doing yourself, again, adjust to win in your sales and redo it. So I wanted to talk about the difference. Yeah, that would be awesome. Okay, I see people a lot. Who's looking for a job? Who needs a job? Who needs to make money? Who needs a job? This is not a job. What we do is not a job. What we are business owners and we own a business. This is a business opportunity, and there is a difference. If you guys watched the interview that I did with Michael Falk and Angie Falk from a couple months ago, we talked about that because they are business owners. And so yeah, there is some similarities there between having a job and running a business, but there is a difference. That's what I wanted to talk about with you guys. So it's okay, I'll write big. So here are some differences. Oh, come on. Who's got a pen in the audience that writes? Or Sharpie? Marker. Oh, who's got a marker? I'll take that. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I have two, and I'm a slacking mom. Like, everybody knows, use the back of your hand. I'm kidding. I carry tissues at least. I heard you. Oh, that smells like blueberries. It's been a long day, okay? All right. Job and business opportunity. A job. All right. When you have a job, you have a set schedule. 40 hours a week. You have your schedule, right? You have a set schedule. My handwriting stinks, so I apologize. Set schedule, right? When you have a business, when we run this business, you set your schedule. There is no set schedule. This is 24 hours a day. If you let it, you know, take over your life like I do, you know, or you can make it, you know, but you set your own schedule. I know, right? Good grief. Oh, let me look at the next page. Need my 7-year-old here to write this down for me better. All right. So set schedule 40 hours a week, right? Ish, if you're working full time. That's a big difference there. People start a job, they like that security, they got business hours, they go to work, they come home, the end. With a business that you own, again, you set your own schedule. You decide when you work. You guys decide how much time that you're going to put into this. We say if you work it like a hobby, it's going to pay you like a hobby. If you work this like a business, it's going to pay you like a business. Not pay it like a job, because a job will pay you regardless. If you have a job, okay, that worked. You know, it's much nicer than mine. You have a boss, or you're the manager, or whatnot. Boss, right? When you're in a business, you're not a boss. You're a leader. You're a coach. And you know, that's the big difference there. You don't have somebody telling you what to do. Obviously, you've got leaders in the business, and you've got tools that tell you how to run your business, but you're your own leader, you're your own boss, right? With a job, you have a set pay. You work with, a lot or a little, and it stays the same. You have an hourly wage that you make, no matter what, right? It doesn't matter how much hard work you do. You could go to work. I've worked as a manager. I've worked in sales. I've worked as a sales manager. Running the show, you put in 60 hours a week and you pay for 40. It doesn't matter how much work that I put into that job. If I stayed the night and had to stay there overnight, if something flooded or happened, it was my responsibility. Did I get paid more for that? No, I didn't. I still got my salary, 40 hours a week. Okay, right? With the business, you literally write your own paycheck. So you go to work at a job, you get paid no matter what. You can go there and do the bare minimum and you're still going to make the same pay. With this, if you do the bare minimum with your business, you're going to get paid the bare minimum. If you put everything you have into it, you're going to get paid that same paycheck. If you're not happy when your commission comes out and you're not happy with that paycheck, guess what? You have control over that. Put in more hours, do what it takes. You write your own paycheck. At a job, get told what to do and how to do it, right? With this, it's up to you to be proactive. You don't have somebody barking orders down you when you come into work and you've got that list of to-do. You write your own to-do list. It is up to you. Nobody's going to come in. You don't have employees to come in and do your to-do list. You have to do that. So again, it falls on your shoulders. Jobs. Is there room for advancement in every single job? Nope. Again, I've had lots of jobs, dead-end jobs. Came receptionist, office manager. At the end, it stopped right there. There was no going up. But this, is there room for growth? Yeah. Is there a ceiling? No. Right? That's pretty awesome. But the job, your mindset doesn't really matter. All right? It doesn't matter. You can love your job. You can hate your job. It doesn't matter. With this, you must have an entrepreneurial spirit in you to run this type of business. You've got to feel like there's something more out there than just the 40-hour-a-week job. You've got to have that passion inside of you, and you've got to have that. And you want to look for people that have that inside them too. Network marketing is amazing. It's wonderful. It's an incredible opportunity, but it's not for everybody. So you've got to have the entrepreneurial spirit inside of you. So regardless of what you do, whether it's a job or business opportunity, you've got to be passionate about it, right? Where are you going to get that passion from? Product of the product. Eat, sleep, breathe, live, it works. Bleed black and green and bling, right? All right. We were going to do some cake. Here, my phone. I have one quote I wanted to read to you guys. Sorry, this feels really weird. I wrote this down the other day. I heard it. Oh, and you guys didn't see Mark's video yesterday when he talked about bringing the Ruby bonus back. He said one thing that stood out to me that I really liked. He said if we become too, what was it? Analytical. Yes, thank you. What was it again? Too much analysis, of course, Crystal. Too much analysis creates paralysis. I love that. I can't remember it, but I liked it. And it was brilliant. And what he means by that is we spend so much time just thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it that we become stuck and we don't do anything at all. So stop thinking about it and just go out there and do it. This is what it was. I heard this quote on the radio and I came to a stoplight and immediately I voice texted it down. If you didn't matter, the invitation never would have been given. And I thought that that was so powerful and it really, of course, spoke to me with the business. I really truly feel like this business has been put in every single one of our lives for a reason. So that's your invitation. It's up to you to take this and run with it and do something with it. But I just thought that was really powerful. So don't forget that. Every single one of you in here can be at the top, can make it, can run with this, can do what you want with it. So take that and run with it. Every single one of you guys is special. So I wanted you all to know that. And we are going to do some blitz role playing, right? So, because you guys love blitzing so much, right? Hear from you guys. We can do a proper and improper blitz. Hear from you guys. If you wanted to throw out maybe a scenario for us, like something that maybe you encountered or you would like to see us play out. Yes.
I got some youngers back here. So can you do like maybe explain or give like maybe that's the how to approach people? You don't want to
Jeez, oh, yeah, you are, yeah, you are. You totally lost some cool ones. For somebody who, like, okay, well, here's what I have to say about that. It is not job to decide who the rap is for. You're just, everybody, that waitress I was talking about earlier, that waitress, and like Mary that I rapped in the bathroom, she was like, man, she was like, oh, skinny, you look at her and like, what? She was tall and thin and really pretty. And actually, when she walked away, the first time I was having lunch, she literally said to me, Nina, there's nothing on her that she needs to rap. And I said, that is not for us to decide. If she wants to rap, I'm going to rap her. And she said, does it take care of cellulite? And I was like, why, yes, it reduces the appearance. And she's like, well, look, and she had on shorts, and she pulled up her shorts, and she had cellulite back there. So, and I would look at her, take one look at her and think she doesn't have anything. Everybody's got some spot on them, whether it's their arms. We can look at them and think they look perfect, but they have a spot that they would like to tighten, tone, and firm. Don't think it's weight loss, or it's not. It's nourishing your skin, it's hydrating your skin, it's tightening, toning, and firming. So everybody wants to look good and feel good. That's why the wrap is so successful. That's why it's our flagship product. So I wouldn't look at somebody and think they're not going to need this. Carry around some before and afters with you on your phone and have some pictures in there of people who are really thin or in shape and chill. This is what it did to this person. If they say like, I don't know what I really wrap, you can be like,
no, but then what I was telling them that you can actually reduce the essence use the vitamins,
right.
and actually come about all the products. And just basically that's the way kind of like avoid things that just go to the back thing.
Can I talk for a second?
Yeah, go
Thank you. To be honest, this, okay, but seriously, look at this girl. So, have you ever been asked, well, do you rap?
There's a lot of hate. But here's the deal, like, it doesn't matter what category you still want to play the weekend, if you still want to rap somewhere, I just want to start showing my muscles. But, I would say to try to rap out just so that you don't imply, no, I haven't used it. Because that, for me, is a potential warning sign, like, hold up. So, but you can still rap, like, it looks great on your butt, I'm just going to say. But, just use the product and people will catch on to your excitement, and people are so big, they're thinking about themselves and not you. So don't worry about what they're thinking about you. And I'm 22, and I have people on the team who call me 58. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't even matter. And your goal is to help people, so you focus on that and don't worry about how it looks. And you look great. Like, I don't know why you're being concerned about it. If anything, people are like, yeah, I will.
That's really big too. Coming from guys, when guys are guys doing it, that's huge. Because guys are more, typically going to be more skeptical. In my experience, my husband was the king of skeptics with this. So they see guys and they're like, whoa, this must actually be pretty good because the dude's doing it, Yes. Oh yeah, I mean, I had people tell me, only reason I'm doing this because after I got started, my husband decided that it did work and he tried one. And I posted his results. And I had people reach out to me and say, the only reason I'm trying this is because Dave did it, because that does, it makes impact. You guys doing it, stuff like that. Seriously, it really does. So, but like Brianna said, try the wrap. You got to be a product. You do need to know what you're talking about. And it's kind of interesting what you said about talking about the products. And that's actually a big thing that I would say know about when you're listening. Don't get into the products. You're there to talk about the wrap. Why? Here's why. Use a perfect example of a girl in my state, and she is talker. She was telling me about this blitz and how it just went. And here's why. She went over and started talking to somebody who was looking at weight loss pills, like hydroxycut or whatever, and she started talking about the wrap, and they were kind of interested. And then she said, are you looking at these? No, we've got what's called ThermoFit, and we've got this and that, and then, of course, the girl didn't call her because she's trying to sell her product. You have to go online and order, blah, blah, blah. And she's got it right in front of her where she can just grab it right off the shelf. Can she grab a wrap right off the shelf? No. That's why you lead with the wrap. I love the product. I use all but 2 products in our entire product line. When I talk about it, I talk about the wrap. I've got the wrap on a person for a $25 one-on-one or the wrap and free at a party. That's when I use that 45 minutes is to talk about the other products. And that's when I give them samples. And that's when I talk about energy drinks, stuff like that. If they start asking me questions, we get for weight loss, this and the other. I'm like, I would love to talk to you about that. When do you have an hour where I can sit down and get this rack on you, and then we can discuss that? If it's not on the Blitz card, I don't talk about it. That is my #1 rule of Blitzing. Because that's, I mean, work on it. I'm a talker, obviously. I mean, I literally, when I would start blitzing, I have to pinch my hand, tap my foot, bite my cheek to keep myself from stop talking. Kristen's sitting there laughing because she's known me since I was 14 years old. So she knows that I'll just go on and on and on. And I went blitzing one time with a friend of mine. We went into like a gym or something, and I handed the guy the card, and it was one of those awkward ones that you hear about when they sit and they look, and they look, and they look, and didn't say anything. I just stood there, tapping my foot, biting my cheek, not saying anything. Finally, he said something, and so I answered him. We laughed. She went, "That was the most awkward moment of my life. How did you not say anything?" And I said, "That's what you got to do. You have to wait for them to talk." That's kind of what we're going to do some role playing. It goes back to the fact that you don't want it, the first person who speaks loses when it comes to blitzing. Because, again, perfect example you're talking about, you don't know what they're thinking. You don't know who's familiar with color personalities, red, yellow, blue, green, right? You're not, it's in all the team pages and their files, go start reading up on it. You need to be familiar with that because you need to know what kind of person you're talking to. If you have somebody, what color are you? You're blue. What am I? Seriously? She's a blue. Blues are all about the party. They're here for the party. They're here to have a good time. If I'm blitzing her, and we'll just go ahead and do a blitz. Where's your blitz card? Who else is the blue? Who's the blues? Oh, blues are supposed to be like, wow! That's where I like it. So, Band-Aid's a good blue. We'll blitz the blue. If we'll do a proper and improper blitz. So you guys give me, where am I blitzing her at? I'm going to blitz her. So you guys give me a scenario. Are we at the gym? That's good. Yeah. That's right. No, we're going to be a creeper in the sauna like you. You're not taking your creeper selfie, so I was posting. Who's going to get my card next? All right. So we're sitting here in the sauna. Okay, I need another chair. Let me grab a chair. I'm all right.
Set the scene. We're sitting in the sun. It's very attractive. So it works.
Oh, yeah. Have you heard of it works?
No.
Okay. Well, is it okay if I give you my coupon?
Sure. You need to have it in the sun. There's a lot of sweat on this thing. So, what is this?
Well, it's this body wrap that it tightens and tones and firms. You can put it on these places. This is what it does. This is what it looks like. It's affordable. It's $25. And you know what? You can even wrap it for free. Or you know what? You can even make money doing this. You know, like I make money doing this. You can make money doing this. What's that?
Can I drink wine while doing this?
Probably, but you know what? I mean, this is a great business opportunity. You should really consider this. I mean, there's people who make like 6 figures a year a month doing this. This is crazy the money you can make with this.
So isn't this like what we're doing right now, sitting in the sauna? Isn't it just making water weight?
No, actually it's not. But you have to put it on, you work for 45 minutes. You can even work for 8 hours if you wanted to. And it continues working for 72 hours. You're going to continue to see results. You really want to take a before and after picture too. So you can put it anywhere from the neck down, but you really don't want to do more than 2 rounds at a time. Is this a good blitz, guys? What am I doing?
I thought we were supposed to be doing a good one.
No. Here, let me tell you more about it. Here. This is how we sweat it out. Alright. So you see what I mean? Start being carried away. We're excited about this product. We want to talk about it. We want to tell them more about it, right? I'm answering questions that she didn't ask. I don't have to do that. I'm gonna do it the right way this time.
I literally thought you were doing it the right time the first time. I was like, whoa, like this is not what I like.
Yeah. Okay. That's the wrong way to blitz. I think it would start getting and talking about something too. Like, oh, you want to sweat? Well, we got some thermo that you can really sweat it out with that too. You know, blah 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 blah. Vomit. I am so guilty of it. I know a lot of you guys are. But you see, actually seeing it like this happen shows you how it's like, stop talking to me. You know. Maybe sorry for talking to you. No, time to do a proper blitz.
So what's up with your green hair?
Oh, well, green is my favorite color, but it's also the color of my business that matches my coupons.
Interesting. What's the party? What kind of party is this?
Oh, you have
Looks
four.
like a shirtless party.
She really probably would say that too.
I'm literally just trying to pretend like I don't know what this is about.
Do you have 4 friends who would like to tighten and tone and firm their skin?
Certain.
Well, if you have 4 come over, I can show you what it's all about for free.
Okay, so how do I get it?
Well, you
Can
get
I
4
drink
friends.
while I do this? Because that's my biggest problem.
Well, you can drink water. You can drink some water.
Oh, okay. That's on board, but I'm the type of man, I'm cool. So what do I do to throw a party?
Oh, do you have Facebook? Well, let me add you as my friend on Facebook. Here, you go ahead and find your name.
Okay. There I am, on your favorite.
I think they allow nudity in their picture. Excuse me. So that's how you
Wait,
do
I'm
it.
gonna be really mean to you this time.
Oh, you're gonna be.
Are you ready?
Oh yeah, let's do it. How you guys are afraid of getting like a real hater, right?
I've
Okay.
literally never had anybody do this to me, so, but this is gonna be really fun to be mean.
Hey, have you tried that crazy rat thing?
My friend did, I don't care. I was right, that was really fun.
What's the freaking happen? Somebody says no and throws your coupon. Say, well, thank you. And if you're Southern like me, go bless your heart. You walk in. Right? It was literally, one of my distributors in Tallahassee. She's actually from Georgia. So she's real Southern. And if she's watching this, it's Nikki. She knows who I'm talking about. She will walk in and go bless somewhere and she goes, hey y'all, how you doing? I got these coupons. Y'all, you know you need one. Here's one for you. Here's one for you. You definitely need. Call me, girlfriend. You need this. That's how she's hilarious. She doesn't have no fear. And she actually did talk to me at a gas station. Hey, honey, would you like one of my coupons? And she was just like, no, I think she ripped it in front of her or threw it away in front of her or something like threw it in the trash in front of her and said, no thanks, you're going to look at it in the trash. She went over, picked it up out of the trash and said, well, you have a blessed day. God bless you. See you around. And just like that. And just, whoop, let it go off the back. That's how you react. Because there are some nasty people out there, unfortunately, who will react that way to you. And like I said, so he said, you say, well, have a nice day. Or I've had somebody, like a Sally's Beauty Supply, and I gave her a vine green hair dye. So perfect to say, it matches my coupon. Here you go. And she said, oh, I don't need this. I said, okay, well, you can just hold on to it and pass it on to somebody that you think might be able to use it. As easy as that. They're not saying no to you. They're saying no to something that they're not familiar with, that they don't understand, or they're embarrassed and don't want to say that they secretly been dying looking for a rat killer guy, right? But they're not saying no to you, so don't take it personal. Take it like that. You guys have any questions? Yeah.
Okay, I used it too, so you calling me fat?
Well, do you think I'm fat? That's what some people have said back. Well, do you think I'm fat? Well, no, you put it back to them. Oh, well, do you think I'm fat? You can try that. Or you can say, oh, well, it's not for weight loss. It's just you have skin. Skin is your biggest organ. It's a tight and tone. I gotta go. I got bigger problems if they don't have skin tight and tone and permanent. But some would say, oh, well, it's not for weight loss. It's to tighten and tone. You know, the word skinny wrap, we use that a lot. It's not a skinny wrap, right? So, but unfortunately, the term out there and thrown around, that's where we get a lot of the haters from and everything, thinking, oh, well, there's no way they're going to try that wrap and lose 50 pounds. So of course it's not going to happen. So,
well, you can also say like, hey, like I used it and I loved it, so I just like to share it with everybody I talk to.
yeah.
Like it's on the real. Like then they're like, yeah, like I think
Yeah. Right. Right.
you know, like you look like somebody who likes to take care of themselves. So.
Yeah, throw it out as a compliment. Remember, remind them that it's not for weight loss. Just say, well, you can do the whole life, any of those things. Do I look fat? Are you calling me fat? Something like that. You know, something like that. Or you can say, oh, well, it's just to tighten and tone and firm your skin. So if you know somebody, maybe a new mom or somebody who can't get rid of or lost a lot of weight and has some skin they'd like to tighten and tone up, and you can pass on to them. Just kind of try nicely, maybe educate. You know, get into an argument. Are you going to talk about that actually? Listening with people. We were had a little note session before this, talk about some things, different scenarios. I love if you have some, you guys all obviously local, go blitzing together. It is so much more fun to go blitzing with somebody, whether they're on your team or not. It is great to go blitzing with somebody because, and then if you do get a hater, it's easier to walk away and be like, oh, rude, than, wow, I'm by myself, I just got shut down. You know, so it's easier to walk away and this thing is bad and you talk about how good they were, right? That's right. We'll go again. Got knocked down and get back up again.
If you do go out with people,
yes.
like, don't have, like, and I've had this happen to me, and not saying that, I mean, everybody's excited to talk, I like to talk a lot. Like, if you're out with somebody else and you're blitzing, like you are blitzing, like whoever's blitzing, like, that's what, if they need help and they're stuck, help them. But don't, like, say we're blitzing, you will. Here's my business card. Have you tried it before?
Yeah, my friend tried it.
What do you have to try for?
Don't watch the other person's card. Give me the right to blitz you, all right?
Yeah. Can I give you my card?
Well, you should because it's this crazy rap thing. Crazy rap thing is so awesome. It's tight.
Well, but
But
earlier,
your
and
skin.
your life feels like
This is what it does. You have to try this. To call her. Okay? So the
I know,
excited though. But if you call her,
and this is the wrap, and you should try it.
you can get my card to one of your friends though. Yeah.
So, I know.
Blitzing together is fun. Double teaming. I know.
Overwhelmed where you're like, hey, I have the stuff, you want to try it? You want to know everything about it? And then you're stepping on each other's stuff.
Yeah, right. So go out, take turns, but don't toss everything. Yes, Kimberly.
Their response is, oh,
I actually, unfortunately, I get a lot of that. I actually handed out 50 cards in one day with my teammates. 2 people had never heard of it and did not give me the answer of my friend is that, daughter is that, brother, boyfriend, ex-girlfriend is every, so 50 people that 50 people in one day. Oh, well, have you tried it? It's awesome. I mean, you don't try it to steal the person, but it's a conversation. Get them excited. Oh, have you tried it yet? What I'm asking you is, have you tried this? Oh, my sister's boyfriend, best friend's girlfriend does that. Oh, well, have you tried it? No, well, you should. Get in contact with her, girl. It's awesome. You know, just kind of get them excited and heard about her.
Because we broke out.
Well, then you can jump on
you
it.
add them on.
Yes, that's me on Facebook.
Well, or you can ask them why. Why haven't you done it? Like, if you know somebody that does it, like, why have you not tried it? Well, she just, like, I don't know, she kind of does it. And then, like, if you're on Facebook, and then she's not on Facebook. Or other people tell me that. And I'm like, well, you know, like, I do it full time. So, like, I'm not trying to steal anybody's oils or anybody's potentials. But I said, if you're interested, like, I have wraps on hand, I live locally. If you would want to do it, you know, here, just add me on Facebook, you can private message me, and whenever you're ready to try it. So, like, that's one thing, too, like, with blitzing, and I get it a lot on Facebook, and a lot even, like, face-to-face blitzing, where people know people that do it, or, like, oh, I've even had people that have signed up under other people, and then come to me for advice, and ask me, like, or, hey, can I steal every single one of your posts that you put on Facebook, please? Like, instead of, like, part of me wants to be like, why didn't you just sign up with me? I would have emailed all of these to you. But the other part of me is like, you know what? No, I'm going to have a good attitude about it. And like, even though that's not my distributor or that's not my potential, because maybe she's going to sign up with her sister who's kind of doing it, maybe not, or doing it after, whatever. If you still like have that good attitude, like that's something people will remember. And that's something like if you're like, hey, I'm bummed you haven't tried it out yet. I can't believe your sister doesn't. You haven't tried it. You should really try it. Like, add me on Facebook. I put a bunch of before and afters. Maybe I'll be able to convince you to try it. And then you never know. Like that too could lead into a potential for you, as where you're not saying like, well, here's my card, wrap with me, and you're not like me turning into a me monster where you're like me, here's my card. You know, like you're inserting yourself, but not breaking it to the point where they're gonna be like, wow, she was like all up in my.
It comes back to building a relationship and just being a friend and being a normal person. You know. Yes. Well, that's when you pull up my picture and you say, this is my friend Nina, and this is the difference between doing 1 and doing 4. All right? That's why I did that picture. If you guys haven't seen it, I know it's floating around the team pages. That's why I did that. Because I started hearing that a lot. Well, I tried 1 and it didn't work. Well, I tried 1 and it didn't work. Well, I tried 1 and I did see immediate results, but I didn't get my sexy back for my 4th one. So I was like, well, let me actually put that together and show that to people. But I have that on my phone, on my camera roll, so if I hear that, I pull it up and say, well, is it okay if I show you what 1 did for me and the difference between doing 1 and leave it at that?
And the fact that they come forward to a box, that was something like too, you can tell them like, listen, like 1's a treat, but 4 is a full treatment. So if you really want results, like they come forward to a box for that reason.
I always compare it to teeth whitening strips. You know, 5 boxes of teeth whitening strips if you want to toss out the box because 1 didn't bleach your teeth. All right? Yes. Great. Yeah. Don't bash that person, say, I'm so sorry. Don't step in and say, well, order for me. Help them. Be that, be somebody helpful to that person. Because God will bless your business elsewhere if you're helping somebody else. Unfortunately, that happens a lot. You're going to get a lot of people who do that. They sign people up and they don't care. They got that box filled, whatever, and they don't care. I run into that a lot too. So when that happens, step up and be a servant leader. You know what I mean? Do it out of the goodness of your heart to help them, and even if it's not benefiting your wallet. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid. Don't bash a person like you said. Just say, I'm so sorry. Well, did you like your results? Did you like your products? What did you try? It didn't work. Well, maybe you should try this again and see if that works. And that person might say, you know what, thank you so much. I want to sign up with you. I've actually thought about doing this, and I think I want to sign with you.
I know a girl that she said she didn't see results with her first wrap, and so I asked her to be willing to allow me to wrap you myself, because she wrapped herself herself. And she came over, and I asked her about, did you have clean skin? Did you have lotion on? All the types of questions you want to ask to get down to why. And this woman looked at me straight face and said, I wore it for the full 72 hours. And I didn't see any results. And I'm telling you, keep a straight face. So I from the salon, off the shelf, they didn't tell her how to wrap. And I was going to say, how did you shower? And I did. And I said, oh, okay. And I did. There are a lot of people that are to mail out a wrap or sell a wrap. I mean, there are people that place that thing on their skin, fold it up, and one piece. So, and allow you to wrap them yourself.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I did that when I first got started. And I was in town, and it was like my 2nd or 3rd customer, and it was a friend of a friend. I didn't know her. And I'm so in love with the wraps. When she told me she was getting results, I was like, what are you talking about? This thing works amazing. So I actually went over to her house. I wrapped her for free myself, and I started being a detective and asking questions. And I saw she had a lot of stretch marks. Has it helped lighten your stretch marks? Oh yeah, they've faded so much. I'm like, well, there you go. It is working. It's lightening your stretch marks. Maybe you didn't, lose 20 pounds, but it is working. So again, and that was back when we measured, which you're not supposed to do now. And I measured her, and you know what I mean. And we did get it to work. But being, personal, and being that friend, and being that consultant, and being there for them, and making sure they're happy with their results is really important. I mean, that is what's important. Being a detective, ask those questions and everything, and you will get to the bottom of the more for 72 hours, or put it inside out. I don't hate it. I don't know. You never know.
Well, like you said, even if it's not your customer and they're asking like, well, this person didn't tell me anything, and even if they get on the documents, they're like, oh, well, maybe they were, or maybe they just misunderstood the instructions.
Absolutely,
Put it
yeah.
off right there, and then because not only are you representing yourself, you're representing your company. So start asking another distributor, well, she must not know what she was doing. I can't believe me on that. It's just like, if you go off on a huge rant, then you just look like a huge jerk, you know?
Yeah.
And it doesn't look good for efforts either, as well as yourself. Like, you never look good putting somebody else down.
And heaven forbid it gets back to that person. They come back and like, you know, here's a screenshot she said about me. You know I deal with it. Somebody else had their hand raised. Yes.
I have come across people that so I really thought of so, you know, how do you do that? I figured out how to put it on, okay. And then 45 minutes, they didn't no water, they were not cold. She actually took the shower with lotion, so there was a lot of things that people don't do.
They don't. That's what I said. Come back to being a detective. I had somebody do the same thing. That's her. I mean, we've wrapped her lots and lots and lots of times. She just could not. She finally started to see some results. Because I said, you take pictures, yes. You drink half your body weight in ounces of water, yes. She did everything right, and she just needed to do more than 4. You know, I really worked with her for a very long time for her to finally see some results she was happy with. It took a long time, but yeah. Yes, that's great. Yeah, you got to include that. People will not follow instructions. They just don't. They don't want to follow instructions. Yep. And then follow up them. You know, the next 24 hours into it, you take your before and after picture, send it. You know what I mean? Like, how much water did you drink yesterday? All right, a gallon, not enough. You know what I mean? Or to me, I always be specific, half your body weight in ounces of water. I'm not a water drinker, so a lot of water to me is like 2 ounces of water, right? So don't say a lot of water, because that does not mean anything. Anybody else got questions? All right, well, Casey wants to say something.
Okay, so if you don't know, Nina lives in Alabama.
And
I know she had other things she had to do tonight, but she came here. She's not back forever.
I know what you guys are thinking. I'm way too young to have friends who are getting married. I'm not here.
No, she really grew up right here, all the way from Alabama, because this girl, if you haven't seen her, I'm so proud of her. Is so passionate. And I love how, you know, these two girls are running on the same leg. So, you know, just the one thing you mentioned how you guys work together. But I want to ask Nina, being that you are so far away, how do you stay involved? How do you still have that fire? Because, you know, I'll be honest with you, and I said before, that if it wasn't for these meetings and being belly to belly with my team, and being able to hug them, and, you know,
I could so say something.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
So being able to be around everyone is what has really helped keep me involved. So how do you do it?
That's funny you said that too, because I'm from Orlando, born and raised. And that literally, when I joked about cowboys earlier, that's how I met Casey, was the cowboys. We were on the dance floor together all the time, line dancing. And eventually we just became friends. And then my husband's in the Coast Guard, that's why I'm in Alabama. So we got up to move to Minnesota, born and raised Florida, Minnesota for 3 miserable full years. Social media had just come out. So I was friends with Casey on MySpace, and then Facebook came out. And then we just kind of acquaintances kept in touch through that. And then we were 2 weeks apart and 2 days with our daughters, and we bonded over our pregnancies. And then we became really friends through that. And that's how she got me into this. So when I came into town, because my family lives here and everything like that, every time I come into town and there's a meeting going on, you better darn well believe I'm going to be at it. I would even say to her, I'm going to come into town this weekend. Can you try to get something going so I can attend? One team, one mission. But I can't talk enough about conference. I'll get back to that in a second. But being plugged in is so important. My team is all over the place. So I've got a team in Florida, Alabama, California, Michigan, Minnesota, Maine, all over the place. My team is spread out all over the place. So I started doing conference calls. I get 1 or 2 people calling in. I write out all these notes and I get so excited, and it tells me how many callers, and I'm just like, for real? All right. And then it goes back to the fact you're not a manager, you're a leader. You can't sit and like, who was on my call? Why weren't you? And I put time and effort into this. You know, you focus on the 2 people who do get it. You focus on the people who do want this. I'm focusing on, I'm not sitting here looking out and I can't So-and-so's not here. Where is so-and-so? Oh, they said they were going to be here. I'm not doing that. I don't care. Y'all are here. You guys are who I'm concerned with. Whether you're on my team or not, I don't care. I'm here to hopefully inspire you guys. This is what's important. Being plugged in, physically being here with people, getting on phone calls. If you are on watching from the broadcast because you're out of town, again, that's huge. I try to get as involved as possible. How lucky you guys are to have this, because I don't have this. You know, I have to drive 4 hours to Tallahassee just so I can sit and have a meeting with my team. When again, 1 or 2 people show up sometimes, and it's like, what do? You know, I have 2 kids and a husband and a lot of animals, and you know, so I have to take time away from to do those things, to pour into my team, because it makes me feel good for one, because I do care. But being plugged in is I can't stress the importance enough. And getting back to my point about conference, it gets exciting. You know, sometimes some corporate calls can be great. I love the family calls. Some calls can get you a little discouraged. I went to official in 2 hours. It was amazing. You know, like, woo-hoo! Okay, let's be honest, that's not great, but is it good for them? It's exciting and wonderful, and if you think you can do it, go for it. It happens. It does happen. It is like that. But somebody like me who's done this for 3.5 years to get 3 years to get a triple is like, I don't want to talk to you. You know what I mean? You know, and I have worked extremely hard to get where I am. This took blood, sweat, and tears, eat, sleeping, and breathing it works. And again, working extra hard because I don't have this. You know what I mean? So if you have this, take advantage of this. That's the most important thing. Another most important thing, and again, you guys are in Florida. Take advantage of the fact that the company is based out of Florida. How many network marketing companies are out there? They're in Utah, Michigan, California. And people come from Canada, France, Australia to come to Florida. You have to drive a few hours. You know what I mean? Take advantage of that. Conference, my first conference in 2013, January 2013. I've been signed up as a distributor in May of 2012. And I go from Tallahassee by myself to go to conference. They always have payment plans for your tickets. So I did a payment plan to obviously get myself to conference. There is no, you can't afford not to go. I don't want to hear I can't afford to go. You cannot afford not to go. Start, again, leave your house with intention. Sell some wraps. Put that wrap cash away. I've got a distributor in Minnesota. She was my first loyal customer. I was her boss up in Minnesota when I lived up there. And I was her manager. She was my very first loyal customer for a year before she signed up as a distributor. Bree Brady, if you recognize her name. She's my little Minnesota firecracker. She's the cutest thing. She works a full-time job as a photo editor. She runs a photography business. She started putting her wrap cash aside. She had an envelope that she put in the underwear drawer. She saved up her money last year for months to come down to conference, fly from Minnesota to Orlando, plane tickets, hotel stay, and a ticket to conference. And she did that. You know, it's expensive, but boy, is it worth it. And she's doing it this year too. She's been saving her money and putting it aside, putting that envelope. Start saving now. They're probably going to announce the date for conference in October. Whether it's in Orlando or it's in Tampa, you need to be there. It will change your life. I cannot tell you. I have another distributor in Tallahassee who's been with me for 2 years. She just went to the green carpet, first corporate event she's ever been to. I've been trying to drag her to events over and over and over. She just won't go. She finally went to the green carpet. She said to me, it finally makes sense. What you've been saying, it's a feeling. It's not something that you can put into words. It's a feeling. It finally makes sense. Your aha moment is being plugged into corporate events. I can't stress it enough. Start planning on going to conference. It will probably be February. I think it's kind of what they're floating around. Nothing has been announced yet. Probably here this month. But I'm telling you guys, you've got to think about it times like 10,000 or whatever. You know what I mean? There's people who love It Works. Everybody's so excited to see each other. I call it family reunions because that's what it's like. When we went back in 2013, it was everybody in this room who was there. Me, Casey, Betty, who else was there? Conference 2013, January. How many of us were there? Joy, I don't think you were there. It was me, Casey, and Betty. 3 people out of this whole room. Oh, Stephanie, I forgot you're so quiet over there. You're sick. Stephanie, too. I know, I'm sorry. You're my original favorite, too. I'm sorry. I feel bad. But I mean, the 4 of us, I mean, how many people? It was like, what, was it 3,000 people? How many people were there? 2,000 people, I think, were there. And then in 2014, it was Something like that. It went up and up, and then last year it was like 12,000, 14,000, something crazy. And it's going to be even bigger this year. So there's a reason that these people come from out of country, because you're not going to get the passion and the love and hearing those stories, personal stories from people in person is so different when you're actually sitting there like this, face to face with people, seeing Mark and Pam and Mike and John Eric in front of you, talking to you is so different than hearing it on a phone call or seeing it on a video. So take advantage of the fact that you're in Florida. You just have to drive, hopefully you'll be fine. But if you have to drive a couple hours to get there, do it. I mean, that is absolutely what's kept me going this long, is being plugged into corporate events, pouring into my team, and loving the product so much. I could never not sell at work. So I've had ups and downs and everything in between, and, you know, days where you just cry for the whole entire day. Woe is me, get over it. You know, quit is not, I almost quit one time and that was it. I got over myself. And if you ever have those feelings, please inbox me. I can walk you through it. I had a great sideline. Reach out to me and help me. I would be more than happy to help you. If you're going through something, I've already been through it. So don't ever hesitate to reach out to me. I'm the girl who's talking through a funk and you feel like giving up, talk to me. I've been there. All right. So, but just absolutely, like I said, can't stress the importance enough of doing this. And just, you know, pour into your team. Even if you've got 2 people, even if you've got 1 person, you know, pour into them. Absolutely. And I have to be in Tampa, so I kind of have to go. So I love you guys. I am so blessed that every single one of you guys came out here for this. Thank you for that. We can get a picture. Really, you can have something. Does anybody have something to say? Woohoo! It is. I had one and my phone didn't work on it, so. Watch my phone not work. My phone didn't work. That's my new profile. That's your good side. Okay. That's not cute. Hold on. No, it's perfect. Okay. There you go. Doesn't it? Yeah, I think you're right. No, it's a photo. Yeah, let me try that. What? Sorry, guys. Everybody willing? I really do love you guys. I think it was better over here. You can't see us. Stand up. See, it's my phone. Take a picture. That sounds like what it's like, yeah. I used the shot. Oh, where's your phone? I told you my phone was not like that. It's my phone. Yeah, can we try that? Okay, as long as you text them, you don't want people to be like, oh, I'll get it to you, and then 3 years later, where's my picture? I do too. We can't be friends if you're that person. Sorry. Is your name okay? All right. Okay. Yeah. I get actually my favorite. Amaryllis. Everybody call Amaryllis back. Hey! Bring it! Bring it! Everybody do a fight. 20 arm
coming. If you missed the collection basket that went around earlier, we're asking for dollar donation for the church so we can use this venue again. Thank you, Tina, for coming. We're excited.
Bye.